Good morning. I'm Diane Macedo. Thanks for streaming with us. In today's update, President Trump visited Kenosha, Wisconsin, where he toured damaged buildings and met with police, focusing on what he called tremendous violence in the wake of protests following the police shooting of Jacob Blake. The president also met with local officials, but didn't mention Blake specifically or speak with any members of his family. He did say he feels terribly for what the family has gone through. And we're now just learning that Joe Biden will visit Kenosha, Wisconsin tomorrow. That will be his first visit to Wisconsin since 2018. ABC News has obtained a Department of Homeland Security bulletin warning about Russian attempts to interfere in the upcoming election. The warning was supposed to be issued to law enforcement nearly 2 months ago, but never was, raising questions about who stopped it and why. The Russian scheme was meant to promote allegations about Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden's mental health. And today, a Mississippi commission will choose between two designs in their efforts to select a new state flag. Lawmakers there voted to change the Mississippi flag earlier this summer amid protests for racial justice. The old flag featured the Confederate battle emblem. The commission picked the final designs last month, one called the Magnolia flag and the other called the Great River flag. The recommendation will go on the November ballot, and if voters approve, it will become the new state flag. We have some breaking news now. Germany says it has unequivocal proof that Russian opposition leader and Putin critic Alexey Navalny was poisoned using a nerve agent. Navalny is currently in an induced coma while being treated in Berlin. His wife and colleagues had alleged that he was poisoned while traveling from Moscow to Siberia last month. ABC's foreign correspondent Maggie Rulli joins me now from London with the latest on this. And Maggie, what exactly is the German government saying here?
Yeah, Diane, you mentioned those really powerful words from the German government saying they have unequivocal proof that Navalny was poisoned with a nerve agent from the Novichok group. Now, this is a type of chemical weapon developed by Soviet scientists and known as being some of the deadliest ever made. Now, remember, Navalny is not only a fierce critic of Putin, he's also the leader of the opposition party and was barred from running against Putin in the last election. So, Diane, after today's news, people are definitely going to be looking to Russia for answers.
And Maggie, Germany's saying that this was a similar nerve agent to one used in another recent case.
Yeah, exactly. That case was just from a couple years ago here in England. It was Sergei Skripal and his daughter. They were both poisoned by a similar nerve agent. Now, Sergei was a double agent, and the government here in London has accused the Russian government of being behind that attack. So some similar themes of echoing in this attack, as well as this other one alleged from Navalny as well.
And what's the Russian government saying about all this?
Yeah, well, right now, Diane, Russia has denied not only any involvement in Navalny's poisoning, they're denying that a poisoning even took place. They questioned if he was poisoned. But remember, Navalny has been transferred to that hospital in Berlin where they have confirmed that he was poisoned. He was poisoned with Novichok, and right now he is still in a coma recovering. Diane?
Maggie Rulli in London. Thanks, Maggie. And there's new concern ahead of the holiday weekend that potential Labor Day parties could lead to a new surge in coronavirus cases, similar to what happened after Memorial Day and the 4th of July. Eva Pilgrim has more on that.
On a call with governors, the nation's top infectious disease doctor warning of dire consequences if Labor Day weekend gatherings leads to an increase in infections.
Because you remember, following the 4th of July, following Memorial Day, when people understandably get out and congregate, we've had surges. The one thing you don't want is to play whack-a-mole as you go into the fall, where you've got everything down and then one comes up.
But as Americans prepare to celebrate, some areas are not closing. The Bandimere Speedway defying Colorado's public health orders, inviting the public to show up to the track in a Stop the COVID Chaos rally. Thousands showing up, mostly without masks. In Palm Beach County, Florida, officials announcing public beaches will remain open during the holiday weekend with CDC guidelines in place. Labor Day also traditionally the start of the school year in many areas. New York City announcing it's delaying the start of in-person learning by 2 weeks. In Volusia County, Florida, an anonymous teacher posting this image of a crowded hallway during the first day of school on Monday. The union calling it a shocking and disappointing image that highlights the risks teachers are facing.
The students were absolutely not adhering to any CDC guidelines, congregating in a large group, some with masks on, some with masks off, but absolutely no social distancing taking place.
The school district says the crowd was quickly dispersed, adding, "We believe this picture is a snapshot of a gathering that lasted just a few minutes." In Ohio, 1,400 new cases Tuesday, the largest single-day jump since July. The governor pointing to the return of college and grade school students.
We want our kids in school, which we do. We want our school playing athletics, which we do. Then the way to do that is for us to slow this spread down.
The Ohio State Buckeyes were supposed to kick off the Big Ten football season tomorrow, but the conference delaying the start of the season due to coronavirus. On Tuesday, the president spoke with the Big Ten commissioner about getting them playing as soon as possible.
We're pushing very hard. I think they want to play and the fans want to see it.
Sources telling ESPN Big Ten football is now planning its season kickoff, which could come as early as Thanksgiving.
While many are trying to hang on to the summer weather, a group of lawmakers are already looking ahead to Halloween, asking the CDC for guidance so people can start planning how to celebrate that holiday. Diane?
All right, Eva Pilgrim for us. Thanks, Eva. And a California state lawmaker, Buffy Wicks, is trending on social media this morning after bringing her newborn to the assembly floor so she could vote on a bill. She says she was forced to bring her daughter to work in person after being denied a request to vote by proxy. Kana Whitworth has the full story.
I was actually in the middle of feeding my daughter when this bill came up. And I ran down on the floor today because I strongly believe we need to pass this bill.
This morning, images of Assemblywoman Buffy Wicks and her 1-month-old daughter setting social media ablaze.
There was a proxy system set in place for members who requested it, who were deemed, higher risk. But I was told that maternity leave does not qualify for proxy voting, that I could either stay on leave and stay home and not vote or go to the Capitol.
Wicks returning to work even though she was recovering from a C-section and worried for the health of her newborn in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Please pass this bill, and I'm going to go finish feeding my daughter.
The image capturing the frustration and sympathy of working mothers nationwide. Later, Wicks became the deciding vote on a bill to strengthen California's family medical leave.
I was the 41st vote on that bill, and pressed the green I button, holding my newborn daughter in my arms, and got that bill over the line. But that's why I think it's important to have working moms and dads in these roles.
Anthony Rendon, the Assembly Speaker who initially denied her request to vote by proxy, has since apologized. Diane, he said in part here, "I failed to make sure our process took into account the unique needs of our members." Now, Wicks hopes that this experience really highlights and starts a conversation about family leave policies in general. Diane, as you know, a mother's work is never done.
No, and I'm sure this is sparking a much larger conversation nationwide. Kana, thank you. And that does it for this ABC News Live update. I'm Diane Macedo. Thanks for joining us. And remember, ABC News Live is here for you all day with the latest news, context, and analysis. Up next, GMA's top stories. Have a great day.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.